Well, hey there. How's it going out there in YouTube land? How's it going? My name's Jim. I am a crypto trader and I trade on the Forex as well. And you have landed on the Jim of all trades channel. Dun dun dun. Glad you're here. I got to do my own sound effects because I ain't nobody got time to edit videos, guys. Not on this channel. This is as real as it gets. I'm on a job site. I just finished mudding a room in the back room there, putting drywall because the homeowner decided they wanted drywall. So yeah, late stages of the project, had to stop and do that. So anyway, yeah, that's done. First coat. We'll get the second coat on Monday. But anyway, we're looking at Bitcoin right now. Just want to take a peek at the chart, see what I'm seeing, and share it with you. Okay. Hope you're having a great Friday. It's a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. Looking forward to going home to hang out with my family as well. So hopefully you're not staring at Bitcoin charts all week. Hopefully I can give you a little heads up. You can set some alerts and go enjoy your weekend. All right. Don't forget, none of this is financial advice. Never intended to be that at all. Just showing you what I see in the market and how I trade it. And if it helps you, fantastic. All right. So we are in the micro counts. All I got time for right now. I have not had time to work out the macro count, bear count. Like I said yesterday, I got to put some hours into that, buddy, because if there's a bear count, I'm not seeing it very well. So guys, my bias right now is bullish, but I tell you what, the price action, man, it is slow. Price action is slow. Might be a slow weekend. Might get a pump on Monday or something like that, Sunday night or Monday. We'll have to see what happens. But man, price action just is kind of just sitting still. So what's going on? Well, what I'm seeing right now, as I shared yesterday, is a potential beginning diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's kind of a bullish move here because generally it's designed to look corrective in nature when it's being formed, but man, after it's done, you end up having a very bullish move, and it messes everybody up. I'm considering this possibly a 1 and a 2, and then a possible 1 and then a 2 wave. Okay, and what we have right now working would be a 1 and a 2. My problem is this doesn't look like an impulse wave to the downside. Okay, this looks kind of impulsive to me. That does, and that looks more like a 3 wave. So that's got me looking a little bit more carefully. This looks like a 3 wave. This looks more impulsive. Got me looking more, considering, are we going to get a down wave like that? And that would give us a larger correction like this. Now, if we break this low, if we do that, number one, I can't tell you if we are or not, but it's a possibility I'm considering. Okay, if we break this low, my concept of 1, 2, 1, 2 would be out the door because this 2 can't break the 1 wave, and I'm positing that this is the 1 wave of the next wave. And if the 2 wave breaks the low of this 1 wave, then it's not a 1, 2, 1, 2. So if that's the case, if we break this low right here, which is what's it sitting at, 94.50 in that ballpark, then we're actually dealing with a 3 wave move, and then we're either going to have impulse to the downside and we're going to continue down, or we're going to get a larger correction. Let me explain what that would look like. Okay, so if we break this low, and that's the big deal here, we got a 3 wave move. Okay, if we break the low, this is what would happen. That would be a 3 wave. Then we would get some kind of a 3 wave here, and then we would expect another 3 wave. That's if they continue the correction longer and they want to just draw it out. Then we break down to the downside strongly after that. Okay, now if we break this low, and this is looking kind of impulsive, guys, then we might just be having our breakdown to the downside already. So there's a couple of ways. They could extend this correction by WXY in it, W, X, Y, like that, 3, 3, 3, or they can finish it. 3 wave move is done. This is impulse 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we're going down big time, guys. And short is the direction. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing in the chart here right now. Is there anything in the RSI telling us anything? Well, let's check it out. 1 hour chart is pretty good RSI indicator. You can see that we have some hidden bullish, hidden bearish divergence right here, hidden bearish right here. We have a lower low, a lower high, I should say, made there, and we had kind of a steady this peak to this peak. It's about steady. This is exaggerated divergence, but it's divergence nonetheless, and it is bearish right there. Now, what's interesting is that we have hidden bullish divergence working right now. Okay, so right now this wave. Let me see if I can show it to you. This wave is coming down, right, and you can see that. Excuse me, this peak to this peak is going to end up making a lower low, while this peak and this peak makes a higher low. That's hidden bullish divergence. So we got the hidden bearish, and that pushed us down here, and then we might get the hidden bullish to the upside. So anyway, still looking kind of bullish, guys. Still looking kind of bullish. Here's what I would do is here's what I'm doing as I trade it. I was in a long position earlier. Didn't like price action. Didn't like it at all. Got out of the trade. Might have gotten out too soon. We'll see. Should have held it, but I just didn't like the way it looked, and I wasn't I didn't want to sit at a chart all night on Friday. This trade isn't that important to me, at least. So I'm going to look for a better entry. I'm hoping that we do indeed come down a little bit. Watch this trend line that I've drawn right here. This trend line right down there. Watch that guy. See if we get a break of it and a hold of it. In other words, we get a candle and 1 hour close beyond it. That's going to be kind of a bearish look. You should expect price to come on back down to retest the bottom section or right here in this region. And then maybe that third wave to the upside, or we're going to watch this low and see if we break it to the downside. Okay, so those are things I'm going to be watching for, guys. That's all I got to show you right now. It's just looking pretty pretty slow right now. Let's take a peek at Bob Becker reminded me yesterday in the comments about Ethereum and Litecoin. I used to chart those every day just to kind of see what they're doing. Let's take a peek at Ethereum, see if the count helps us in any way, shape, or form. Okay. Now, this to me right here looks like a three-wave move. Okay. Now, that means it's either not finished or it's corrective in some way, and then we're coming down from here. And what we've got starting off the top here is a 1 and a 2, and we're ready to come down to make the third wave. And we're going to get a bearish move to the downside. That is a possibility. Let me get that off the screen. Let me get this off the screen. There we go. And let me draw some trend lines here, see if we can see this shape right here. Boom. Boom, right there. Okay, so we want to be watching price to come on back down to this and see if we break it. Most likely it's going to come down, bounce, make a little H, and then break it if it's going to. That's generally the way it is. So Ethereum is looking kind of dumpy for now. However, let me explain to you something else. That's one way to interpret it. That's the bear way to interpret it. Let me show you the bull way to interpret this. That this is 1, 2, all that's 3. This is the fourth wave, and now we're getting the fifth wave, which isn't finished, and we're in the process of forming it. Okay, our target for that, if it is a fifth wave, guys, would put us up here at the 1-to-1 extension at 306. Okay, and so that would give us kind of a not like that. This is Ethereum here. 1, 2, making 3, 4, and 5 like that. And that would give us 1, 2, 3, 4 extended fifth to finish it out, just like I'm looking for Bitcoin if it's bullish. Okay? All right, so that's the way I'm looking at that. Does Litecoin help us in any way? So let's take a peek at Litecoin, see if that gives us any kind of bias. Okay, and on the 2-hour chart, yep. See, now the problem with Litecoin is it didn't really come up to structure in any way, shape, or form. In other words, sometimes when Litecoin lags, I'm having a hard time, guys, getting rid of my, there we go. When Litecoin lags behind, you get often a pump to the upside. Let me show you some previous laggy stuff that Litecoin was doing prior to. This is kind of laggy right in here, and then just pumped it. She gets, I don't know if I have time to mess with that right now to show you, but basically could expect just looking just for a big turn to the upside here pretty soon, potentially. Guys, I'm not trying to be bullish for bullish sake. I'm just saying I'm kind of looking at this from a bull perspective, and right now we've only hit the 1-to-1 extension, so this would be 1, 2. We haven't even made the third wave. So yeah, this wave though is looking fairly corrective. Man, it's really tough to see it, but basically I would say there's 3 waves there, 3 waves there. We might be looking for 3 waves like that. I'm not sure about that one. Litecoin is an enigma right now. We'll have to wait and see. It's just kind of going sideways in price. Not so good. It might be waiting, guys. Bearish way to look at it might just be waiting to roll over and play dead. Um, it's got a founder that doesn't really care about Litecoin, it seems, and I was a big Litecoin believer, believing that it was going to be one of the first cryptos to actually be used on the market, maybe by Amazon or whatever. You could actually buy and sell with it, But I don't know anymore, guys. I'm just not feeling it anymore. I don't. The sentiment is shifting away from Litecoin. We'll have to wait and see what wins out. All right, guys, there's the analysis for the day. Just to look at the market. Hope that helps you, just gives you a different perspective. Again, that's not a full TA. I'm never trying to give a full TA. Just focusing on the Elliott Wave perspective here on this channel. There's more to say. There's more to look at, but that's the kind of stuff you get in the Telegram group. You can become a Patreon supporter of this channel, and you help me out in what I'm doing, and I'll help you, and I'll commit to helping you in what you're doing as a trader and learning to trade, reading the charts, and having all the daily updates that you need. Okay, so become a Patreon supporter. Look in the description below to find out how to do that. I'll send you an email with a link to the Telegram group after that. All kinds of fun stuff happening there, and you don't even know about it. You could be part of the club, so come on in. All right. You guys have a great weekend. Have a great night. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Bye bye.